Hello friends, I am Krishan Sharma and I once again welcome you to our discussion on how to become a better investor, a smart investor. Remember one thing, that we should understand and accept that it is our responsibility to become a good and a successful investor. It is my experience that many of us don't understand the difference between savings and investments. Our parents and society are responsible for this, as they have never taught us the difference between savings and investments, because in their era, one thing was not there, that is inflation. This inflation has created the difference between savings and investments. Let's try to understand the concept. One who is able to understand it will have his first hurdle crossed in becoming a successful investor. Friends, why do we save? Saving is done by animals too, and it's in their nature. You would have heard many stories in your childhood about animals saving and storing foods for winters. So why do we save? We save because we know that our future is unpredictable. We are afraid of the fact that we don't know what will happen in future. Secondly, it also gives us mental peace that we can now face any problem since we have saved money. What is investment? Investment is a very recent phenomenon which didn't prevail in the past. Investment leads to financial freedom. It is financial independence that ensures you will never face any problems or difficulties in the future. Investment uses your savings in such a way that you don't have to work to earn money. Carefully observe and you will find that all of us work to earn money. We earn our livelihood and that is why we live. Can we continue to earn money lifelong? We always wish that someday our hard-earned money works for us. Yes friends, this is called investment, when our money works for us and you don't work for money. But then, why is a common man unable to understand this? Let us try to understand this. Let us understand this concept with the help of money. What is money? Rupee, dollar, pound. You call it currency. Anything which has following three characteristics can be classified as money. Medium of exchange. It helps you to transact. A unit of account. It defines the value of account. A store of value. It helps you to store and transfer the value from one generation to another. Money has made investment necessary. Let us understand how. In the ancient ages, money or mudra was either made of gold or silver, because gold and silver were considered as precious and valuable metals. We get services or products equivalent to the value of mudra spent. At that point of time, inflation was not there, because the supply of gold and silver was limited. Slowly, with economic development, people's income started increasing, but the amount of income received was directly proportional to the supply of mudra. That means, if the supply of mudra is less, income is less, and vice versa. You would have heard about how Spain and Portugal ruled the world. Thereafter, Britain and France ruled the world. They collected gold and silver from all over the world and brought it to Europe. Then for the first time in the world, we understood what inflation was, when a lot of precious metals like gold and silver were collected in Europe. So, how does inflation arise? According to economists, inflation rises when supply of mudra increases. Higher the supply of money, higher the inflation. Let's understand further. Slowly, humans started growing and progressing. They started doing business amongst each other. Their businesses started flourishing. In this period of growth and fraternity, First World War took place, immediately followed by the Second World War. After the Second World War, we started feeling that business transactions cannot be done on the basis of gold and silver. According to Bretton Woods Treaty, all countries in the world collectively agreed to use American dollar for carrying out business. America agreed to give 1 ounce gold in exchange of every $35 to all the countries in the world. This effectively means that if you have dollar with you, then you have gold with you. This exchange of gold and dollar is called gold standard or representative money. Inflation rose slowly till the time representative money was there. But it started rising with the world wars and famine. It so happened in 1971 that American President Richard Nixon got hassled with the policy of representative money. Though some of the countries got benefited with the same, he ordered to stop the policy. I will not go into the details right now. He stated that dollar will not be converted to gold, but dollar was working as it was their legal tender. This means that wherever you give dollar, you will be able to do business. This gave birth to fiat currency. Fiat currency is that currency which does not have its own value, whereas gold and silver does. I will give you a small example based on my experience. When wealth division took place in my house some 100 years ago, silver coins were also divided. That 1 rupee silver coin that Indian government has approved is equivalent to more than 1000 rupees today. Do you know why? It is because that money has its intrinsic value. But today's 1 rupee which we use does not have its intrinsic value. It is fiat currency. Fiat currency has value only till the time it is backed by the government. Once the government backs out, then there is no value like your 500 and 1000 rupees notes post demonetization. Then what is the problem with fiat currency? It is of paper and it is as per the orders of the government. Government can print it according to its will. Whenever there is need for economic development, the government increases supply of currency. So as you can see, whenever supply of currency is increased, inflation too rises. This inflation or price rise was never seen and experienced by our parents. That's why they couldn't differentiate between savings and investment, friends. To become a successful investor, it's very important that you understand the concept of inflation, and that inflation is your biggest enemy. Inflation has started creating difference between savings and investment. My grandparents used to save silver coins, yet their wealth used to increase. But my parents saved currency rupees and their wealth did not increase. Both of them saved money. Then what led to this difference, friends? Fiat currency brought this inflation. Let's try to understand this concept. So friends, the concept about which I'm going to talk to you now is called illusion. Listen to me very carefully with all your concentration and focus. Otherwise, you will not be able to understand. I am giving you two options. First option is, I will give you 2000 rupees. Second option is, I will give you 100 rupees. So, what will you choose between the two?
2000.
You want to take 2000 rupees note. Why? Because 2000 rupees note's value is more than 100 rupee note. To a large extent, all of you are right. In Hollywood movies, you would have seen time machine. Now, imagine with the help of this time machine, I can take you in the past. Again, I am giving you two options. First option is, I am giving you 100 rupee note in the year 2000. Second option is, I am giving you 2000 rupee note in the year 2018. Now tell me, what will you prefer to have? 100 rupees in the year 2000 or 2000 rupees in the year 2018?
100 rupees.
Now you have changed your mind. Why? Because the value of 100 rupees 18 years back, the purchasing power of 100 rupees 18 years back is much more than 2000 rupees of today. But we call this money as wealth. My mother used to say, when you grow up and finish your education, you have to earn a lot of money. She was wrong saying this. She didn't understand that currency or money is weak. With time, its purchasing power goes down. And my mother classifies gold also as wealth. She used to say save money as well as gold. She had an attachment with both. Let us try and understand gold, which is another form of wealth. Again, I will give you two options. There is one 50-gram gold coin and one 100-gram gold coin. You have to choose any one. Which one would you like to choose? 100-gram gold coin. Why? Because the value of 100-gram gold coin is more than that of 50-gram gold coin. Friends, imagine again, with the help of time machine, I take you in the past and I offer you 50-gram gold coin in the year 2000 and 100-gram gold coin in the year 2018. Please think very carefully now. And tell me, what will you choose now? A 50-gram gold coin in the year 2000 or 100-gram gold coin in the year 2018? What will you choose?
100 grams.
This time you all did not change your mind. Do you remember what you did last time? You chose 100 rupee note over 2000 rupee note. Because the purchasing power of 100 rupees 18 years back in the year 2000 was more than that of rupees 2000 of today. Even today, 100-gram gold is worth more than 50 grams gold. 1000 years back in the past and 1000 years later in the future too, 100-gram gold will always be higher in value than 50-gram gold coin. What is the reason for this? It is because gold is an asset. Gold is wealth. Gold has its intrinsic value such that as time passes, its value increases. And currency is not wealth, friends. Currency is not an asset. if you invest rupee in fixed deposits, again it is not wealth, because as time passes, its purchasing power, its intrinsic value will keep on reducing. So people who save money or do currency-based investments lose out on purchasing power. They do not become wealthy, unlike people who invest in assets. There are broadly three types of assets which are popular: gold, real estate, and equities. You would have noticed that when we talk about the wealth of the richest people in the world, we talk about these three things only: gold, real estate, and equities. How much gold they own, how much real estate they have, and the equity ownership. In modern era, people talk mostly about equities. If you look at Forbes magazine's 500 richest people, what do they have or what do they own? They have mainly equities only, ownership of businesses. So friends, always remember that wealth is classified as those things whose purchasing power increases with time, and you should never invest in things whose intrinsic value and purchasing power reduces with time. It is not a mode of investment. This is a big difference between savings and investment. Books will not teach us these lessons, but life will. Society and our parents were not able to teach you because they never experienced inflation. Always remember these concepts of fiat currency and supply of money. These are the most important aspects of investment on which you have to ponder upon. I hope you will try to become a better investor and invest in assets only. You will try and save as much as possible and convert your savings into investments. I am thankful to you for giving your precious time. Thank you very much. Jai Hind. To watch more such videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.